Welcome to the National Semifinal presented by Sideline Sports Network. I'm back with Fox for Day 3 of the CCS Season 6 Championships as 4 teams remain in the hunt for a national title. Akron looking to complete a triple crown.
And 4 left. I mean, we started with over 100, Nation. That is a lot. That's the biggest field in CCS, and it's only going to get bigger. And we have got the best 4, the top 4. And someone you might not expect here is Winthrop, the number 7 seed, making a Cinderella story for the ages, making a top 4. And they are facing the powerhouse that is San Diego State. We should have an exciting night of Rocket League as well. Syracuse opted to go second. You'll get to see them in Akron go at it after this, but Nation should be an exciting and fun national championship crowning night for us.
That it should be. Is 3 series going to kick off tonight to crown a national champion as 4 teams remain in the hunt for a national title. Syracuse, Akron up after this opening series between San Diego State, the 1 seed, and West Regional champions against number 7 Winthrop from the South Regional champions. And already 1 minute in, we're still tied at nothing as Winthrop has had quite the hell of a run to get to this point.
Indeed they have. T-Neck is going to go up and over with the shot on goal. 5 stars will parry that one away, but he's going to get his pocket picked by Phantom. He'll go deep to the corner. ASAP now will have the carry. Not a lot of boost here to work with. Something that I have seen from both of these teams. They have had their moments, all 6 of them. But for me, Nation, the 2 standout players that I'm really watching for to really click and get that swagger going tonight is going to be Sean for San Diego State and Phantom for Winthrop. They had tremendous runs in the tournament thus far, and they should be ready to stamp their claim as, you know, MVPs on these respective rosters.
They get to look at AZAP to go big here for SDSU, and that one just wide, but a good look early for the Aztec offense. Still tied at 0, just almost 2 minutes in. A passing play here to AZAP off the ceiling. He'll get back to this one for a ground pitch. It's good for the first.
Great play here by SDSU. Sean spots AZAP, who's pre-jumping him. That communication can only be found by a team who knows each other very well. AZAP with the catch off the ceiling, and he's going to dunk his way right on through Berger and slots that in between the buns and into the nets. As a 1-0 lead here opened early for the Aztecs. AZAP might have gotten caught there almost in a Rule 1, got bumped out of it though. We will play on with 6 players total. Now Sean, his touch, not really too much here. It'll bounce to AZAP, but Berger is watching there. Phantom was trying to wait on boost. It doesn't spawn for him. Instead, 5 stars will nab it. So some low resources here for the Winthrop trio, but a good job. T-Neck will follow up. Berger and him as well. That's a double commit though. Could be danger. That's AZAP in the air, goes for the backboard, and his shot will go wide. So transition game for SDSU so far, starting strong, but just not quite connecting on that occasion.
2:18 left to go, and 2 minutes just north of that remaining box. And this opening game has been all SDSU so far, just 1-0 on the score sheets for now. But it's, you know, the first game of a series. He seems to feel each other out as Winthrop is probably playing the toughest opponent they've played all season. The first game of the tournament they've played anybody at full strength.
Absolutely. They've played a lot of substitute rosters, and I'm seeing that my mic is popping. Is my audio okay here? Wait, I'm not quite sure what's going on with mine.
That sounds good on my end.
Sounds good for Nation. Does not sound totally good for Better Now. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, we can lock back in. I want to make sure that the audio for a night like this, top 4, is top 4 quality. Phantom's got a top 4 quality pass in front. The shot does get denied. A good save by ASAP. He's going to get fended off, though, with a bump play. 5 stars has to reach in a helpful hand. Knocking this one to the corner, but Phantom is up. He and T-Neck both in the corner. Phantom avoids the bump that T-Neck took right to the mouth. And another bump. Phantom got killed as well. ASAP on the Destructo Derby. He'll take a couple players out, but didn't do much for possession. It falls back for Winthrop, and they're on the attack.
$500 on the line for tonight. $300 for first place, $100 for second, and $50 for third and fourth, respectively. Here at the CCS Season 6 Championships, Akron looking for a triple crown for the academic year 2024-25. But nonetheless, Akron Syracuse up after this is still a long way to go. San Diego State has pretty much swept their way through this tournament.
Oh, wall dashes for Phantom. He's trying to look for something midfield. 5 stars takes a little nudge on T-Neck. It'll bounce towards midfield. Burger shot on target. It's going to hit the crossbar, bounce down. Winthrop, they're not done yet. That pass goes to Burger as well, but it is Sean with the diving header to save that one away. And AZAP took out the third man, making sure there was no rebound there, but Phantom is not done with this San Diego State trio. He is all over them as first man pressure, and it almost bought his team a chance, but that one will be cleared. Phantom's got an opportunity here to try and set something up. Last seconds. Winthrop, they need a goal. Otherwise, they will be shut out in the first match of the series, and the ball goes down. San Diego State, they get the win. 1 goal is all it was. It belonged to Zapados. And fittingly, San Diego State, when Zapados is clicking and scoring goals, they normally win games, and they win on this occasion.
Zapatos going to find the opener here for San Diego State. And the 1-0, the final. On to game 2, and Winthrop shutout in the first game here. We'll see how long a shutout will hold for this San Diego State defense.
Absolutely. And one thing about it, no matter what the outcome of tonight, Winthrop has had quite the numerous and quite the boisterous support in the chat. If you're here for Winthrop, make sure to type in the chat. Let them hear you. Let them see you on the VOD. Show your support. They find themselves down by 1 against the #1 seed. They need every last bit of the Eagle support so they can fly high into the grand final tonight. But they find themselves down early in the series, as Zapados going to try to put them down early on the score sheet, but that one does get deflected wide for Phantom. Now flick right up and over Sean. It's good for the first goal. Winthrop has got life, and there's Phantom. That flick was gorgeous.
4:37, and Phantom going to put the Eagles on the board. Their first goal of the night, 23 seconds in. And San Diego State, the shutout didn't last all that long here in game 2.
No, it did not. Each team now having a goal to their name. It's got to feel good when they've got a goal to their name. 5 stars going to try and put a goal back the other way. His double unfortunately met the corner right up against the crossbar. This one will be 50 to cross. Phantom, he's got a nice little ground pinch off the shot there. 5 stars had to be ready. He had to be wary of that one. Makes the save, but all of a sudden Winthrop's offense starting to come to life here a little bit. They've had a couple of trips into the SDSU zone. They are taking the ball away from the Aztecs, just like this from Burger. AZAP does earn it back. 5 stars in front for AZAP. Good save. But Burger will have to 50 this one away from Sean. It's going to pop up for T-Neck. Not much boost on this one. That shot should be parried to the corner, and it is, but Winthrop right now, they've got full steam ahead. Their first goal of the series seems to have them feeling just a little bit of momentum.
3:42 left to go. Sean B with control. He'll take the Mick Sean B out of his name. He was playing against Mick Sean B last night. It's just Sean B tonight here for the national semifinal and potential national final. Shall they advance? But game 2 here is San Diego State looking for a 2-0 lead in this best of 7. Winthrop right now doing a stellar job, up by 1.
Shot on target by Phantom, in close. 5 stars there again. 5 stars has had a quietly good and efficient opening 2 minutes to this game, despite his team being down by 1. Had a chance on target just about that hit the crossbar. He's had a couple of good saves as well. This scoreline could be much more, in favor of Winthrop than a 1-0, the score that it is. So a good effort out of 5 stars defensively. Good offense here for Winthrop. They are fighting back after a slow start, unable to score in game 1. They've got the only goal here in game 2. AZAP with the flip, not much there as Phantom will shut the door on him. It'll drop back midfield. We've got a free ball here. A couple players going for boost. T-Neck's got the carry. He'll get denied, and we head right on back for Winthrop to hit the reset button.
2:31 left to go. AZAP, the ground touch off couldn't get that one on target. What a play though out of Zapatos to get off the ground for a second touch. Unfortunately, this one's going to be right in their own net. It's 2-0 for Winthrop.
And it's Phantom again. This ball is going to pop out to him thanks to Burger. His touch into the challenge that T-Neck got the better of. He got the better of Sean. Sean probably didn't see him from where he came from. Actually came from almost behind him and jumps out in front. 50s the ball right into Phantom. Right place, right time scenario, and advantageous as always. The Winthrop Eagles once again find another goal here, 2-0, but now they'll have to do some defense on 5 stars. Drop down double. That's the response San Diego State needed.
There's a way to get your offense started. 2-10, a beautiful double from 5 stars to the opposite corner. It's 2-1. The Aztecs back within 1.
Oh, when players again can get connections like that going in the air, that is amazing Rocket League to watch. Great goal, great response from San Diego State after letting in kind of a soft second goal. Pull themselves back within 1. We're right back where we started before that Phantom goal that opened up the 2-0 scoreline, although this one's a little bit dangerous. T-Net goes across the field. Burger's waiting. He will allow Phantom to now reach in. Now Burger's going to try something a little awkward for him. Has to go cross corner where Sean can pop free with the ball, trying to outlet the zone and alleviate some of that pressure. San Diego State, not a whole lot of boost here for the Aztecs. They'll get some resources. Azap's getting bumped as well. Good 50 out of Azap. Some solid defense out of he and 5 stars. Sean now going to reach up for the sidewall. He's got the deflection right into T-Neck, who was waiting on him. It's not really a whole lot of room here for the Aztecs. He's going to try and make some room with Azap. Pass off to 5 stars. The shot's on target. Almost the dunk, but Phantom did just enough. Keeps this a 1-goal game headed into the final minute.
Last minute approaching here. Winthrop still leads by 1. Burger turned away. Now waiting is T-Neck trying to find a teammate midfield. No one home. As the Aztec defense still unscathed for now. Another clear will be there for 5 stars. And again, San Diego State trying to break pressure here to get one more offensive opportunity.
Good play there by 5 stars. He had 2 players breathing down his neck. He was able to get the ball up and away. Sends it downfield. Sean does take the demo. That's a good demo out of Burger. Took out a lot of the threat of that San Diego State attack. 30 seconds left. Gonna have to see the ball head into the area that is the yellow field for the Winthrop Eagles. They are doing well at denying just about every single entry that San Diego State has. They regain the ball and they send it right back from whence it came. Now Sean, a little bit of time and space. He's going to look for Azap in midfield. Passing play. Sean with not 1 but 2 helpers. And a goal for both Azap and 5 stars. San Diego State draws us level. 13 seconds left in game 2.
Now Zapato is going to find the equalizer. 13 seconds left off an infield passing play. We're back to level. 2-all during the last 10 seconds here. Maybe one more chance for SDSU to just go ahead and win it in regulation.
Passing plays have been brilliant for SDSU. The Winthrop Eagles have taken advantage of any mistake that's given their way. Who is going to crack here first? In game 2, the series 1-0 for SDSU. The scoreline is 2-2. And we are either going to get ourselves a best of 5 or head into game 3 with a 2-0 Aztec lead. We'll have to wait and see who gets the golden goal here on the Temple. Phantom, a little awkward there off the ceiling. Azap's going to steal it away. Azap with a double. Puts it towards the middle of the field where 5 stars is waiting. A deflected pass does end up with a clearance into Azap. He's going to go up for it. Another touch here. Azap loves the mechanics. He's going to go low with the flip. Goes with the flick. Azap by himself. He is going to win game 2 for the Aztecs.
My goodness. Azap is so good. The flick, perfectly open place target. 3-2. It's 2-0 for San Diego State.
Zapatos take a bow. What a brilliant play out of him. And that is something he's known for, the 1v1 merchant. And he was able to undress the entirety of Winthrop. And I mentioned, Winthrop took advantage of a couple of SDSU mistakes. They put it in the back of their net. In that exchange, it was Phantom that kind of lost the ball in midfield right in front for Azap to take things over. And then he took the game over, took it in his hands, and put them through as the winner. 5 stars, great defense. Sean with a couple of beautiful assists, and then Azap doing what Azap does best. San Diego State, a deserved 2-0 lead here. The Winthrop Eagles, they came close, but they're going to need one extra push. They want to find a win here on DFH.
San Diego State trying to put this series on ice with the win here to get to 3-0, but yeah, that's a tough road to come down from for Winthrop if this gets to 3-0 with an opener for Phantom again, 4:44, and Winthrop leads by 1.
Said Azap was doing what he does best. How about Phantom doing what he does best? That is another mistake. Sean losing the ball there off the touch, too heavy-handed with no boost to follow up. And Phantom says, thank you very much. And he fires away, takes a shark bite out of the scoreboard there with his goal explosion. Phantom putting the Eagles up by 1. Burger's going to put them up by 2. He saw AZAP do that, reading the crossbar bounce. He's got his own little 50 and puts it home. And just like that, Winthrop, bang, bang, 2-0.
4:38 Burger, second here for the Eagles, and Winthrop leading by 2 now, as San Diego State have gone still again at the start, but they had a late game comeback in game 2. Now in a similar situation here in game 3 as to find themselves up 2-0 in this series, but a 0-2 hole in game 3.
Oh, and Phantom's going to try and make it a little bit bigger of a hole, a little deeper on SDSU. He did get bumps there, but the pressure does allow his teammates to arrive in help. Here comes T-Neck. That's an open goal, and that's a 3-0 lead. Nothing is going right for San Diego State. Everything is ending up in the back of their net.
4:17, not even the first minute passed, and it's already 3-0 here in game 1, as everyone on Winthrop, I believe, has a goal now. That yes, they do.
And just like that, I mean, this game's just started. It's 4-0 for Winthrop. Oh my goodness. It's not even been a minute, Nation. We have 4 goals. I was a bit worried because the Winthrop team had only scored 2 in the last 2 games. All of a sudden, their average has shot up by 200%.
4-0 start is impressive here in game number 3, but Winthrop still not done yet. They're only 1 minute in at this point now, and it's 4-0, which is a crazy sight considering how good this San Diego State roster is. But game 3 has clearly fallen apart defensively here for San Diego State.
Last time we saw Eagles dominate like this, the Kansas City Chiefs were on the other side of that one. But these Eagles are soaring right now for Winthrop as they find themselves up by 4. We've played the opening minute, and finally San Diego State trying to apply something to stop the bleeding. They have to do some damage control here, not let this game get too far out of reach. Obviously, there are still 4 minutes to play, just about. So if you average about a goal a minute, you can come back. But Winthrop, my goodness, what a start for them. And now they have to make sure, take care of business, do the housekeeping that you need in order to bring this game home. You've opened up a lead big enough to get you the win. Now you've got to finish it off. And now you're going to watch 5 Stars try to go for the double. It bounces free. Good defense out of the Eagles. They'll keep it out as a team and send it back to midfield.
Good look there for San Diego State. Teaneck trying to set up Phantom here. This one taken wide. AZAP with space around 1. Now a must-see on to Sean B. There couldn't quite find contact. We go back to the yellow side. 5 Stars hang on. Wants a double. Puts this one into the corner of Winthrop, and still nothing there. Offensively, it's 4-0 with half the game gone.
Yep, halftime has been reached. T-Neck's going to get bumped here. San Diego State knocked on their booties here in game 4. They'll have to step back up and try and keep swinging. After they delivered the first 2 knockout punches, Burger's going to deliver that one right into the back of the net. It's taken half of a game. They've scored 5 times. Phantom has had his hand in a lot of those. Leaves this one for Burger, who pops it up and over Sean. The Winthrop Eagles, they are flying high here on DFH.
2:32, 5-0 at the half, and Winthrop have really turned this one around in the opening half here, Fox. And San Diego State have just had nothing in response to a 5-0 hole here that Winthrop has set up in the 3rd game.
At some point, it does become go next territory for SDSU with less than half a game remaining. Your opposition did put up 5 goals in 2.5 minutes, but right now the SDSU offense struggling to find any sort of purchase. They were finding each other. They were really putting the pressure on the Winthrop Eagles last game. This game, Winthrop is in their faces. They are keeping the ball upfield away from their own net. And when you've got a team against you like these Aztecs, that's where you want to play. You want to play in their zone. Now Winthrop's got some work to do here in their own zone. AZAP's going to take a bite out of Phantom, but the clearance out of T-Neck alleviates so much pressure. Phantom is going to be back on the respawn, and now he's going to be looking to create a little bit of offense. T-Neck with his touch. 50s off of Sean. A couple players go. Actually, that's a 3-way wifty. Couple of misses there out of both teams. Does end up in the back of the zone, and by this point, Nation, I think game 3 is handily in the Winthrop Eagle Gold, and we'll have to wait and see what SDSU have in response for game 4, because this is not a scoreline that you expected to see after those first 2 games.
Not at all. San Diego State, I assume, going into game 4, they'll be ready to roll again. I think they'll be back in control. It's going to be 6-0 as Berger after another one.
4 goals on 4 shots for the Berg. As a double patty worth of shots and goals. And that was going to be a 6-0 game. There is one storyline left now that we are approaching that scoreline nation. That is pretty much the final story of this game, as the 7th goal quite nearly did fall in there. It'll be deflected off the crossbar by 5 stars. But that is pretty much all that is left here. The rest of the time is just for San Diego State to try and fight back, because Winthrop has made their statement, and all of the Eagles fans will be happy headed into Game 4 with their team showing so much life and dominating Game 3.
There's 30 seconds left. AZAP wants one for the road, and Teaneck will find the save to keep this one a clean slate for now. It's 0 allowed for San Diego State through 14:40 of game number 3. Stats of now, there's a 7th. Phantom, another one.
Oh my, Phantom. As he'll get the feed from Berger. Like I said, when teammates find themselves like that in the air, it's a thing of beauty. Sean is going to switch his vehicles up. This game pretty much already done and dusted. A 7-0 lead here for the touchdown and the extra point. And now AZAP's going to try and take off the 0 that is on the SDSU side. It will not be taken off. This is an 8-0 storyline. And Winthrop are headed into Game 4 very happy. They've scored more goals than the opening 2 games combined for both teams in this one singular match.
6 seconds left here as San Diego State will wrap up Game 1 and take the L, or Game 3 is here and take the L. Sorry, it's going to be 2-1 now going forward into Game 4 as San Diego State finally dropped a game for the first time this tournament, Fox.
Indeed they do, and almost double digits. That's a 9th goal. That is a pass from Phantom. It finds Teaneck, his ball in the back of the net, and finally we do get to see the end of that game. It took a while because we had 9 goals worth of replays, and Winthrop had every single one of them. So now San Diego State will have to collect themselves after a 9-goal thrashing. Almost 1,000 points for Phantom, just shy of that though. 2 goals, 5 assists, 5 saves. That type of stat line nation has to be approaching a top 4 championship record.
Not quite sure what tournament goal record is. Like, this might be it for 9. Nine's pretty crazy, especially in a Final Four game like this. But Winthrop do get 1 here in the Final Four. They're 2-1 going into Game 4.
Oh, looks like the map did not get changed.
I lost perms.
He lost perms. Oh no, Nation lost perms. That's not good.
I don't know if that's admin.
Oh, you know who has admin? It's me.
I figured it was you.
I did not know that the party broke and we had admin. So how about DFH again? That's fine. Obviously this map, a house of horrors for San Diego State last game. We will try and see if they can have a better response here on DFH this game. Thank you, Epic Servers, for crashing our party out and for just randomly giving me perms out of nowhere. That's okay. Either way, the 9-0 scoreline is now 0-0 and a big time rectangle underneath Winthrop there for their first game win of the series. Both teams now with a win. The sweep is not here for either team. Now we'll have to see how this game transpires. Phantom's going to get taken out of the play by 5 stars. That ball's wide open. The defense, there were 2 players for the Aztecs. Neither one got a touch. And it's Teaneck to put home the opening goal for Winthrop. The scoring continues here against SDSU.
And a 10-0 run, 4-17. That's 1-0 in Game 4. Winthrop on the board again first. We'll see if San Diego State can find a way to claw back here.
Oh, Phantom quite nearly had a double tap. It is Sean in his brand new Octane where he had to get a touch there. He bumped Phantom off of that one. We've seen Phantom use that backboard. Now all of a sudden Winthrop have got all of the momentum and they are headed downhill, headed right for San Diego. But now the Aztecs will try and right the ship. It seems so long ago, Nation. Almost probably 12 minutes of real time now by this point since AZAP's overtime winner That's a long time. That is a long time since San Diego State has found the back of the net. A goal here would probably do wonders for the Aztecs, but the Eagles, they're not making anything easy on them.
3.5 left to go, still trailing one. Is San Diego State. ASAP will feed 5 stars up the left wall. ASAP still bumped up, trying to stay with the play here. So we'll get back to it. Flip reset underneath. No one home. Berger will collide with Phantom for a clear 2 minutes almost off the clock. T-neck down low, turned wide. Play continues on, 1-0.
It's the defense they need out of 5 stars. They really need him. I have repeatedly said 5 stars is such a good third man role in this team with the kind of offensive firepower that Sean and Azap brings. 5 stars is really the glue guy, and his defense can really carry this team. It's going to have to try and right the ship here, as 10 goals straight have gone in the back of their net. They're going to have to try and find some offense here. Winthrop in command of the score. 7.5 minutes of Rocket League dominance here for the Eagles. Now the Aztecs going to try to find something. Phantom takes it right away, trying to go for that back wall again, and it'll be fended off. Seem to be aware of Phantom's prowess for the backboard. He might want to try and throw something a little bit different. That can, that kind of pre-jumping defense, that can be punished if you are able to take your time and really read it.
Sean B left alone will find a one-touch rightward. Sets up 5 stars. 2-minute warning approaching here in Game 4. San Diego State still trailing 1. As Winthrop from Rock Hill, South Carolina, doing a stellar job so far in this series. About to be tied at 2 if this score shall hold. T-neck trying to snipe the corner. It's broken away by 5 stars.
Awkward touch here for San Diego State to deal with. Good touch by Sean, has found 5 stars. Neither of them had boosts, though. That will mean Berger has a 50 for ASAP. That net's wide open. I don't know where Sean is headed. After he saw that 50, he thought maybe he could grab boost, but he leaves the net wide open, and Phantom just has a tap in. That's a 2-0 lead for Winthrop now. An error there after the 50. Off of ASAP by Berger, and Winthrop have opened up a 2-0 lead. 11 straight have gone into San Diego State's net. Nation, this is a disastrous couple of trips on DFH Stadium. This map might be cursed, and of course it doesn't get changed thanks to Rocket League. Our apologies on that.
Minute 29 left to go. Still within striking distance here for San Diego State. Demos trade one-on-one for Sean B. The dunk, no good. Rebound from ASAP to the corner. It's also wide. Berger will recollect for Winthrop as 5 stars trying to force one through. Sean B. into the corner. Sets up ASAP down low. Phantom way off the save. Play continues, Fox. 1 minute to go. Still 2-0.
This is looking dire. San Diego State, I mean, every time they try and go upfield, there is a man named Phantom in their way. It feels like if not him, then it's Berger. Here comes Berger again to put the nail in the coffin for Game 4. That is a 3-0 lead. San Diego State are out of answers, and they have now fallen into a best-of-3 scenario. The number 7 seeded Winthrop Eagles, they're doing nothing but win here the last 2 games.
Game 4, 49 seconds left to go. Winthrop nearing equilibrium in this series. There's a 4th for T-neck, 44 seconds, and spots it's a 13-0 run here in the last 10 minutes.
I don't know if I would have said that the San Diego State roster was capable of allowing 13 goals, losing 9-0, losing 4-0 in the ensuing game. I would not have thought it was possible. Winthrop has found a way. Something about DFH Stadium has not treated the Aztecs well at all. Winthrop has turned it on. They've cranked up the heat. And right now they are trying to sweat out the Aztecs from their perch that they earned with their 2-0 series lead. It is now about to disappear as we will head on into the Aquadome. This time the map will actually change now that we know where the perms lie. As the ball will be flicked across again. Time just now. This is where San Diego State really need to do some talking. They haven't scored for 10 minutes of Rocket League. They've had to deal with 13 replays of the ball going into the back of their net. It might be 14. No, it is not. It's been a long time since they found offense, and it's going to be a long road ahead for San Diego State if they want to see a chance at the national title.
Series will shift to Game 5. 2-2 as both teams now winners of 2 in a row. And Winthrop have been on a 13-0 run across the last 10 minutes of gameplay.
That's impressive. That is insane. Against the number 1 seed, of course, as well. The number 7 seeded Winthrop Eagles. Eagle Nation has got to be super happy. I mean, the chat is right now. There is so much support for the Winthrop Eagles. Mr. Bepic here as well. He has slowly but surely become a Winthrop believer in and of that. Welcome, Bepic, to Championship Sunday, the national semifinal. This is only the first of 2 semifinals. So we will have another one following, as the winner of this series will await the winner of Syracuse and Akron. But that is going to come after this, as there is people are getting kicked. This lobby is the server might be a little bit botched, Nation. We're trying to make it work though.
Game 5, teams tied at 2, a best of 3 to go to the national title game, where Syracuse or Akron will await the winner. As later tonight, Akron will start their road to a triple crown for a CCS title. It's 1-0. San Diego State finally break the run of 13-0. They're on the board for the first time since Game 3.
An overtime goal in Game 2, 10 minutes of nightmare fuel for the Aztecs later. 10 minutes and 2 seconds was the duration in between those 2 goals. The scoreless streak for the Aztecs is over. They might almost get another kickoff goal right off the hop, as all of a sudden now Winthrop finding themselves in a little bit of trouble early, but it is still very early. T-Neck's going to try and right the ship, putting it towards AZAP, where he will have the save. Sean will carry it out now. Now it's time to try and save some face, rebuild the confidence for the Aztecs after getting absolutely smacked for 2 games, games 3 and 4. If you're just joining us, San Diego State, they opened the series with 2 pretty tight game winners in games 1 and 2, and then games 3 and 4, well, I don't think you want to ask the Aztecs how that went. It was a 13-0 run for us to get here. Tied series in Game 5.
4:15 remains. Berger going to score 1-1. And Winthrop had that defense broken down to pieces. We're back to level again with 45 seconds off the clock.
It's Phantom again. Everything he touches seems to turn to gold. And Rock Hill, what a touch. The little redirect off the backboard. It doesn't have to be a shot. It's actually a pass. He spots Berger. That pass is so underrated. Phantom made it work with a little touch off the backboard. Now AZAP trying some mechanics of his own. Does miss out on that one. 5 stars lost his life. Trying to get the ball away from this trio from Rock Hill, as Winthrop Eagles have tied us up 1-1. They've also tied the series up 2-2. As we are completely even across scoreline and across series as well. AZAP's going to bump Berger away. T-Neck reaches up, makes the stop. The rebound's available. It's shot wide. 5 stars forced wide by a good presence there by T-Neck. And that 50 will end up. Winthrop having a little bit of trouble with the clearance here. San Diego State starting to apply some pressure that the Aztecs are more known for doing. This game looks better so far for San Diego State. The only problem is that Winthrop, they also look really damned good.
That they have been. I mean, again, SCSU, though, before tonight, have not dropped the game in this tournament. Now, again, have dropped 2 straight. We'll see how they react here in Game 5 in a 1-1 set, 2-all in the series. With 3 minutes to go, this offense has got to step up, especially AZAP, to get this team rolling again.
Good touch there by Berger, but it is ushered to the corner where Sean's doing a lot of work for his team. Buys AZAP a lane. One will be deflected away by Berger off of the 5-star shot. This one should be AZAP's ball to deal with, and it will be. He'll go corner with it. Tries to pop it up and over T-Neck. That 50 is available. Berger and Phantom both went. That's a double. Does not matter because the shot was good enough to buy enough time for both players to return to their respective spots. Sean going for a blood there on T-Neck. He avoids it. That one a little bit more wide open, as the demo did take out the player for San Diego State, but still Winthrop struggling to clear their zone. As soon as SDSU have got in the zone, they have a extended zone time, and that offensive pressure is going to break through for AZAP. 2-1 for the Aztecs.
2's across the clock and a 2 for San Diego State. 2:22 to go, and the Aztecs back on top. Their first lead prior to earlier in this game since Game 2. We'll see if they can hold on to it longer, though, as Winthrop was pretty quickly able to score to tie us back up, as Berger took a chance down low. Couldn't get that one to fall.
Now Winthrop have to rely on T-Neck to buy them enough time. He does so beautifully. Great touch. Although a little bit of a fumble here will alleviate the pressure for the Aztecs, but only for just a moment. Here come the Eagles yet again. Phantom will play it off the backboard. Sean lets it roll so he can catch and carry towards midfield. Burger's in his face. Not much there. Another 50. Pops the ball sky high. Pressure on both sides starting to mount now. We are getting closer and closer towards that national title spot, the grand final. One of these two teams will be playing on that stage with a chance to win it all, and they are going to need 2 of the next 3 games to go their way. San Diego State, after losing games 3 and 4 in dramatic and brutal fashion, have come back here in game 5 and really started to play Aztec Rocket League. Now it is up to Phantom, Burger, and T-Neck to keep showing us that Cinderella, it's not midnight just yet.
A minute 14 to go is now San Diego State really in the driver's seat. ASAP a foot reset, couldn't get that one on the mark, and then still 2-1. Winthrop come away with possession. Phantom and T-Neck along the left field here, and ASAP is trying to keep the defense at bay, and will do so for now. 1 minute to go.
Burger will have a chance, shoots one on target. Phantom's going to follow up. It's ASAP reaching a helpful hand in. Not sure if the direct back wall challenge from Sean would have turned out the best for his team. ASAP's challenge turned out great, though. Made that stop, but here comes Burger. Here come the Eagles yet again. Phantom reaches up. Where's T-Neck? He's getting outraced to the ball. Great touch. Great clearance there. It's Azapados again. The man seems to be on a mission. Determined to get his team right back where they were. 5 stars. That's a pass in front. Nobody in red there to shoot. But ASAP's going to make sure that a shot will come thanks to his pass. 5 stars does get denied, though. T-Neck try to buy his team enough time to mount one last charge downfield. They need a Gold Nation, and they need it in a hurry.
That they do. They're not going to get it here. 5 seconds to go. 5 stars going to let this clock tick down as this ball now just has to hit the ground. And this series is back in control for San Diego State. Azapatos trying to get this ball down there. Sean B, there's the kill. 3-2. They're 1 game away.
Man, it went from 13-0 to a 2-1 game. If you're a fan of goal scoring, I'm sure that game was not as pleasant for you as the last 2. There were goals aplenty for Winthrop. And this game, much closer, much tighter. And San Diego State, really, that is the pedigree we expect from them. It was Sean opening the score early off a kickoff goal. Not the fanciest, but that's got to feel good after getting scored on 13 straight to finally put one in the back of the net. And then ASAP, of course, he will put another one in as well. And they got the win because of it.
Winthrop will try to force game 7, going up on game 6 here, Fox. And it all comes down to this. San Diego State can go back to the national title game for a second season ever since season 2. What's the last time they played in the national final?
Do you hear it? Do you see it? The beautiful stage that is Neo Tokyo. So many teams have found greatness here, and so many teams have met their demise here. Eagle Nation for the Winthrop Eagles. I need to hear you. We need to see you in chat. Does your team have what it takes to force Game 7 against a #1 seed like San Diego State? Or are the Aztecs destined for a dance in the finals? 5 stars said absolutely we are. Little bit of a defensive breakdown opens up the hole, and 5 stars fires away into the back of the nets.
15 seconds in, 1-0 for San Diego State. It's a quick one. There for 5 stars, and the Aztecs right back to where they left off.
Well, Winthrop believes they're going to find themselves down by 1 early, but as we've seen, this team knows how to put goals in against the San Diego State team that is not accustomed to losing. Handed what could be one of the biggest deficits that we've ever seen, 9-0. But now they've got to find just one. One goal will draw them level, and they can play from equilibrium yet again. As playing down, whenever you're playing down, that pressure starts to build just a little bit more. The grips on the controllers start to tighten just a little bit, and everything is personified even more. So now it is up to the Winthrop Eagles to try and get us back to even. Here's 5 stars. His goal is the difference so far here in the opening minute. He's going to try and add in another, but he'll get denied. Couple Eagles reaching up there. Berger will parry this one to the corner. Does lose out, though. He doesn't have any boost. Sean does. Sean with the collection. T-neck was ready for him. Sent him packing. AZAP, though, right back in. San Diego State not done yet. That shot's on target. Another save out of Phantom. The Eagles having to play some defense here early, but so far the defense is passing a lot of the tests.
Sean B towards the corner will feed Phantom down low. T-neck fires. 2 commit for the defense. It's saved by 5 stars. Burger trying to find a way around the defense here. It's taken back across 5 stars to Sean B. Trying to start the counter for San Diego State and Wills. 5 stars. Another look here. Flip a reset. Gonna fade in 1. It could get past a second. 2 minutes almost elapsed here in game 6. Still 1-0 for San Diego State.
AZAP in good position to follow up on that challenge. He's going to bump Phantom as well. Phantom will have to stick himself on the back wall, has to be careful. AZAP was looking for the redirect there. That's going to be an open shot on goal. Sean all of a sudden had a wide open lane thanks to the demo in midfield. It was actually 5 stars who got demoed, but I believe him getting demoed like that opened the door, opened the shooting lane for Sean all of a sudden. There was no third man coverage, and Winthrop find themselves down by 2 with 3 to play.
3 minutes on the clock to go. The lead up to 2 for San Diego State. Winthrop now in desperation mode here, trying to get this game back within 1 as fast as they can.
This is the man I want to see. If I'm a Winthrop supporter, a Winthrop player, I want to see Phantom have the ball. He's such a difference maker for his team. He's going to have a chance here from his own zone. With boost, that's an awkward bounce for him, though. Avoids AZAP. His flick over the second man. No, Sean does recover nicely. Does a good job here, and that's going to be an awkward miss. T-neck didn't get a piece, but Burger will. He'll handle this one, sending it downfield. He'll test Sean in the air. Sean gets the better of him there. It'll pop back. T-neck, not a lot of boost here, but neither does Sean. It will be a bump play that does pop free. Midfield now exited. That one's going to go through all the way to the back wall, but Sean will escort them to safer ground for the Aztecs. T-neck, that touch in the danger. Burger will put it away into safer ground, but 2 minutes left to play. You need to find a goal here if you are the Eagles to make it interesting here in the last 2 minutes of game 6.
Now 50 just off the mark. San Diego State trying to finish, and all 3 commit. Phantom now an open lane. 5 stars able to cut that one off in time. Azapatos with full tank will go sky high off the ceiling. Now 1-on-1. Looking for the flip. Reset, didn't get it. Pushed it wide there, and Winthrop still within 90 seconds left.
5 stars has got a backboard to try and go for. T-neck shuts him down. T-neck's got to be careful. AZAP's lurking like a shark. He goes right by him. T-neck to the backboard. That double tap goes wide. Almost, but not enough. And this one's going to carry through for Burger right when his team needs it. A steaming plateful of potential comeback has begun. Burger, a beautiful individual play. Off the sidewall he goes right through 2 players and into the goal.
Winthrop back within 1. 1 minute 16 to go. Could be the last 76 seconds of the Winthrop season if they can't score. And Cinderella could be seeing her run end right here and right now.
The only seed that is not number 1 left in the tournament, number 7, the Eagles, trying to fend off the Aztecs once again here in game number 6. This one's going to pop towards the back wall, off the ceiling. Jump ball for a couple of Eagle players. They play it into 5 stars. Good touch here from Burger. That's going to force Sean a little awkward. Got to play this one careful. He'll go corner with it, but Phantom's waiting. Phantom's lurking. Phantom doesn't get the boost steal. AZAP actually got that boost. So a missed opportunity there to put AZAP low on resources, but they will pick his pocket. The ball set in front. That's dangerous. T-neck almost got the better of Sean in that one, but it'll 50 back. Here's Phantom. He'll take on 5 stars. That bounces free. Burger shot too high. AZAP was hanging out there and got the ball free. Nation, they're trying. They're not ready to say die yet, but they are going to have to do it with little time left on the clock.
10 to go. Sean B trying to put this series away. It's 5 stars turned wide. One more look here. Still wide. No rebound. They got to go the whole field. You're out of boost, so you're going to feed Phantom, your best player. But he's lost control. Sean B to the back wall. Still no help down low for Winthrop. It's killed. San Diego State are on to their second ever national final.
Wow, what a game, what a series. San Diego State, every victory they had, Winthrop were right there. The Eagles were in their rearview mirror. The objects are closer than they appear. And San Diego State, they had to work, they had to earn it. But congratulations to the Winthrop Eagles, a Final Four appearance. You'll finish top four, the number 7 seed. Probably a lot of people didn't think that you would make it here. You did as well. Berger, Teaneck, and Phantom, expecting some big things out of them moving forward as the Eagles will look forward to next season. San Diego State, they are looking forward to a grand final appearance. Congrats to the Aztecs. We'll see them in a little over an hour.
Well, I'm going to go to break. When we come back, it's number 1 Syracuse and number 1 Akron. And after a 10-minute break or so here, then we'll be back for the national final game. Later tonight, where San Diego State will play again.